Neighborhood kids were jerks, so I egged their parents' cars and pretended to be a victim too. When I first got married, my wife and I rented this tiny upstairs apartment from this sweet old lady named Mrs. Garcia. The rent was super cheap, and she was honestly like a grandmother to us. Her divorced daughter Maria lived next door with her 4 kids. The 2 little ones were adorable and always asked me to come swim in their tiny above-ground pool since I was a teacher and they loved having a grown-up play with them. But the oldest kid, Danny, was 11 and turning into a real nightmare. Him and his best friend Tyler had this obsession with playing wiffle ball in the gravel parking area right next to our building. Here's the problem. That's where my wife and I had to park our cars. There was literally nowhere else to put them. The street was permit parking only and we didn't qualify. At first, Danny would just give us dirty looks when we pulled in. Then he started getting bold about it. He'd stand right behind my car when I was trying to back out, making me wait while he slowly moved his stupid wiffle ball setup. One day, I'm getting out of my car after work and Danny marches up to me. He goes, "You guys need to park somewhere else. We play here every day and you're ruining our game." I explained that we literally had no choice. This was our assigned parking spot and we paid rent just like his mom did. His response? Whatever. The next morning, I walk outside and my car is covered in tomatoes, like someone had gone grocery shopping specifically to destroy my Honda. Seeds and juice were dripping down the windows and the whole thing stunk like a garbage dump. I knew it was Danny and Tyler, but I couldn't prove it, so I cleaned it off and hoped it was just a one-time thing. Wrong. The next day, eggs. Raw eggs cracked all over my windshield and hood. The day after that, mud was smeared across my doors, and someone had written "move" in the dirt on my back window. My wife was getting scared to park there. She started walking 3 blocks from street parking just to avoid dealing with it, but I was getting madder every day. I tried talking to Maria about it, but she just shrugged and said boys will be boys. She didn't seem to care that her kid was basically vandalizing our property every other day. That's when I came up with my plan. I went to the grocery store and bought 2 dozen eggs, put them in my trunk and let them sit there for over a week in the summer heat. We're talking like 90-degree days, so those eggs were getting nice and rotten. I waited for one of those super hot nights when everyone had their windows open trying to get airflow, set my alarm for 3 in the morning and snuck outside with my ammunition. Danny's mom had this silver Toyota parked right in front of their house. Tyler's parents had a blue minivan in their driveway 2 houses down. I hit both cars with 6 eggs each, making sure to really coat the windshields and hoods. Then I went back to bed and waited. 7 in the morning, I hear yelling outside. I look out my window and both sets of parents are in their driveways with buckets and scrub brushes, trying to get cooked egg off their cars. The eggs had been sitting in the heat for hours and were basically welded onto the paint. They were scraping and scrubbing and getting nowhere. I got dressed and took my morning walk past their houses, acting all concerned. "Oh wow, you guys got hit too?" I said to Tyler's dad, who was sweating his butt off with a garden hose. "My car's been getting egged like 4 times in the past few weeks. Crazy that they hit the whole neighborhood." Both dads started talking about how they were going to call the cops and set up cameras to catch whoever was doing it. They were so focused on being victims that it never occurred to them their precious kids might be the ones causing trouble. The best part? Danny and Tyler were standing right there listening to their parents rant about vandalism and respect for property. Their faces were priceless. Never got hit again after that night.